but that was my life. It was my happy place, and it was where I wanted to be. Why go out at night with all the killers and creeps of the world getting hit on in some shady bar by some shady guy when I could be tucked in on my couch with a glass of wine and my orange cat on my lap? No, thank you. All right. Maybe next time? Holly said. I nodded. Totally. Liar. And we both knew it. Let me know. After she left, I rubbed the aching spot between my eyebrows again. Okay, so, yeah. Maybe helplessly watching my father bleed out all over a white sidewalk had done things to me. And maybe those things made it hard for me to go out in crowds and have fun, or be outgoing and make lots of friends like Holly did. And maybe I thought it was crazy to get drunk in public and assume no one would take advantage of a person's slow reflexes and heightened pheromones. Some people might call it paranoia. I called it staying alive. Swallowing hard, I pushed away from the desk and stood. I didn't usually come to work on a Saturday, but all the kindergarten teachers had banded together to decorate for spring, since spring break started on the following Wednesday. Since the sun had gone down hours ago, I pulled out my mace. I wasn't in a bad section of town. In fact, I made it a point to never go anywhere near Steel Row, a crappy section of Southie where murder and mayhem ruled. Where my father had been murdered. But still, you could never be too careful. Life had taught me that the hard way, in blood. Don't take unnecessary risks. Always think things through, and for the love of God, don't put yourself in dangerous situations or try to be a hero. Being a hero got you killed. As I walked down the empty, darkened hallway, a door slammed behind me and I jumped, pulse racing. As I spun to glance behind me, mace held at the ready, I accidentally dragged my hand across a jagged, broken corner of a cubby, slicing it open. Son of a... I cut myself off. Beetle cracker! There might not be kids here on the weekend, but I didn't feel like losing my job because of an ill-timed curse and a shocked first grader. Shaking my stinging hand out, I glanced down at it. Blood dripped from the wound already, so I curled my fist tight. The nurse wasn't in the office on a Saturday evening, and she always locked the door when she left. So, I was on my own. Looked like I would be making a stop on the way home. Thanks to my stupidity. What would Dad say if he knew I'd grown scared of my own shadow? This wasn't the life I wanted, or the life he would have wanted me to have. He'd spent his life helping people, and I couldn't even help myself. I needed to stop looking over my shoulder and start looking ahead. Starting now. You better be listening, Molly, I whispered to the empty hallway. Shaking my head at the fact that I was talking to myself, even though I did it all the time, I made it out of the school without any more bodily harm. Sliding into my car, I rested my injured hand on my lap and started the engine. It roared to life, filling the silence that surrounded me. Usually, I liked silence. It soothed me. But tonight, it didn't. I should have gone out with Holly. The ride to the pharmacy passed quickly. Hopping out of the car, I wrapped an old Burberry scarf around my palm so I wouldn't leave a blood trail all over Doc Rutger's white tile floor. Leaning down, I reached for my mace, but stopped halfway. Enough being scared because on this night 5 years ago my father died. Enough with being afraid to take chances and trying to be half the person my father was. All being frightened got me was a cut hand. It was time to make a change in honor of my father. Slamming my door shut, I walked up the pathway to the front door.